Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually saw that Sony did actually go have an update and upgrade for the actual internals and a few other features as well for the PlayStation 5. So I figured I want to go make a video and let you guys all know about this because it actually does kind of pertain to what we actually talked about yesterday on some random new bugs and glitches that were going on. And apparently we actually had some good news that Sony already actually has fixed it. And we actually have some really good news as well from other people going and vouching for that, as well as other few little side updates. But I think some of these are actually really important. There's probably a reason why they even updated stuff as of now, which we're going to go talk about all throughout this video. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy, as well if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on if you guys like. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway. We also have the Linktree link down below for bonus entries, the Twitter and Twitch stream link down below if you guys would like to go and follow, the Amazon links. We have the Battlefield pre-order over there and Ratchet and Clank as well if you guys want to go check those out for Amazon. But as well, we also have the PS5 controllers, consoles, warehouse consoles, and all that link down below in case you just want to check and see throughout the day. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys will get free stock and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Let's go dive in the video itself. So as I mentioned, we did actually have a nice little system update when it comes to the PlayStation 5. And the major thing I want to go talk about, first of all, is two major things. Number one, the PlayStation 5 glitch. So if you guys saw my video yesterday, I talked about it. I think they actually roll out the update sometime around that. So it's kind of just unfortunate timing for me. But we actually did go and hear rumors, as you guys probably saw if you guys watched that video, that the PlayStation 5 controller was actually being bugged. It wasn't the biggest issue, but people were noticing it. And it was basically stating that the controller's battery was way lower than expected. And people kept on kind of like overly charging. Some people were assuming it was because the actual battery they use is not as efficient if you guys go wait for it to be fully depleted. So we actually saw a little bit of rumors on that. And we had a lot of people in the community, people on Reddit, people on Twitter we saw that were making a lot of comments that the controllers were being broken and the battery life was just not existent. Like they basically just kept on assuming there was something wrong. So we did have a confirmation. I'll give you guys the list of all these that they did go, I believe as of now, we'll have to go wait maybe an extra 2 days or so to see if that issue comes back. Apparently, they actually did go and fix that with a nice hot fix right now with this more updated version of the console. So if any of you guys did run into that issue, I know a few people actually did go and say that they had that issue as well. It should be overall all fully good and fixed. And I want to make sure I give you guys an update on that because I mainly want to talk about it yesterday because I didn't want someone to go buy extra controllers if they don't need to. So thankfully, now you guys can probably know how much your controller should be charged over there as well. So let me just give you guys the overall list from the PlayStation website itself. This is the version 2101 on 032000. I have no idea how people ever go decide these names when it comes to the versions or whatever, but basically, well, there's actually another thing I want to go talk about too as well. So basically, the system's software update improves the system performance. So it's a little bit more of like, just optimizing some stuff, changing some stuff. We did actually see a few glitches that people were stuck in like perpetual loading when it came to their PlayStation 5 consoles. Like imagine you go to the store and then apparently it was like kind of an issue every now and then for people where it's just perpetually loading and nothing ever happened. And there's also a lot of issues too as well where I think some people were trying to launch games and then it just basically just always like defaulted back. Eventually, like some of that stuff gets fixed after like, just doing it like 5 or so times. But there was a little bit of small issues we kind of saw floating around like Reddit and other various places. And overall, just a little bit of like a nice system update. Now, I would also want to assume too as well, this might be in regards to the new Ratchet and Clank in Final Fantasy VII, which we'll talk about a bit more in a second. But that would kind of make sense if they're just trying to clean up any issues they may have with the controller, especially because that was getting a lot of heat with press, but as well just in case there's any like little small minor hiccups or game issues or anything. If you're about to go and have a AAA release, kind of I mentioned before, there was like we heard a few little store glitches as well. You want to make sure everything's perfect because you'll be having so many people trying to go buy games, use the online store, and you don't want to have someone who wants to spend $70 on your store, then have to have issues and have it be perpetually loading because then they're probably not going to be happy about that. So that was just all a lot of little stuff for the system performance. And as I mentioned too as well, they did go and update the DualSense wireless controller device. They more so stated to improve stability, but realistically, that's probably just more so on the glitch we were covering and talking about yesterday that was floating around for the PS5 console. So I'm very happy to go and see that. Funny enough, I never really ran into the issue myself, but I usually have my controller more so wired and plugged that in typically as well. So we saw a few other things too, and let's go talk about this one first, and we'll kind of run down the other ones. So we've seen an issue for these two. We fixed an issue where games that you've hidden on the PS4 were not hidden on the PS5. That's a very, very small issue, but maybe people already beat the game. They don't want to see in their library or whatever. That makes sense. We totally get it. But I think the biggest one, and I think this one was specifically made just for the Final Fantasy VII remake slash remaster DLC that is coming out, and literally I think it's even actually today or tomorrow, where basically they actually have made the process of copying games from a USB extended storage to console storage in the game library more stable. So I think that's actually a workout they probably were rushing out really hardcore to go get made, because as you guys know, the Final Fantasy VII DLC is coming out very, very soon, and the game itself did go and launch on, well, PS4. So myself included, I'm actually a part of this list. I actually, if I want to go and transfer over my files and do anything on the PS5, especially now with me actually having extra incentive to go and release the game and replay the game, you'd probably want to go and transfer the files from your PS4 to the actual console itself. There's a few various ways you can do, but I do believe, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, that you actually can go and have the PS4 console into a USB hub and then put it into your PS5. I believe that is a process that people have done and do, so you guys can let me know if that's actually kind of, I think that's how it works. Like in my mind, it would make sense, because a lot of people are probably going to go and relaunch up the Final Fantasy. Maybe they never beat it. Maybe they just want to go replay it. Maybe they want to go and introduce their friends to it, or they're just going to be checking out the DLC, so they may want to have all their save files, or maybe they just want to see the improved graphics or whatever it is. So at least in my assumptions, probably just because Sony wanted to get that out ASAP, because it just makes sense, especially with the brand new release. As well, too, we did also notice this as well. We fixed an issue that restricted the functionality of some screens when the screen reader was enabled. So I think that's a little bit of a big thing, too, they're trying to go push out for Ratchet & Clank. If you guys did not know, this is always why I do love the devs for Ratchet & Clank. They've actually had a lot of accessibility options available, which is just really, really good. I mean, I'm a big fan. Like, it's just bonus stuff. It doesn't necessarily affect me too much, but I know there's a lot of people out there who maybe have disabilities and stuff like that. So the fact that they're trying to go and more so fine-tune all this stuff, I'm assuming right before a major AAA game comes out, is always a very nice thing. And I do like the fact that there's a pretty widespread issues for all these upgrades and updates. And as well, there actually might be a little bit of a thing too as well when it comes to Ratchet & Clank, as I mentioned, because if they just want to have any last minute bugs, glitches, software issues, as we mentioned, the store issues or whatever, they probably don't want to have that all, well, on everything right before a major AAA game comes out. And as well also with that other AAA game with Final Fantasy DLC, because of course, they just want to go and make sure everything's running good, because that's a good excuse for people to go play the games, first impressions on games, or spend money in the actual store itself. So, not the craziest update, but I did want to go make sure I made a video on it, because I'll let you guys know about the controller issue, because we did talk about that yesterday, and I'm very happy that we mostly do see this has mostly been pretty much fixed. But always kind of cool whenever you get to see these little updates for the PlayStation 5. A little bit of a smaller one. It wasn't like a major, like, you know, graphics overhaul, anything with like the fidelity, all that type of stuff as well. But any type of update that's trying to make everything just a little bit smoother and a little bit better, I'm always okay with. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed the video itself. And if you guys are new, make sure you guys are subscribed. We'll have a little bit more restock news and other stuff all throughout the day as well. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. As well, leave a like on the video. Amazon links down below, as we mentioned, for Ratchet & Clank, the new Battlefield, and all the actual PS5 controllers, consoles, warehouse consoles, and all that. You guys want to check all throughout the day. We also do have the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, and you guys go get free stock and free money. Go ahead and basically, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. And of course, make sure you guys use the link tree links down below for bonus entries for the giveaway. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all later on today for some more good videos. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys all so much for existing.